All right. We got Why Stupid People Are More Successful Than You from Noah Dennis. Okay, let me see.
Everyone and their moms are on the internet today, and it's a no-brainer as to why traditional cable TV is becoming more of a relic of the past.
Yeah, it
Nowadays,
is.
creators take the mantle in becoming modern-day TV, and that looks something like people watching TikTokers, YouTubers, and even streamers such as iShowSpeed, Tyson Nat, and Aiden Ross. And bro, whether you like these people or not is irrelevant because even people that you would generally consider dumb are becoming the faces of today's creators economy and becoming successful whilst doing so. And shit,
Yeah.
I mean, look at the stats. The creator economy is said to be worth $250 billion currently, and it's predicted to be.
Holy shit, dude. God dang. Bro, that's crazy. The creator, what, industry? Content creator industry? That's insane. But, I mean, I guess by content creator, that means like a single person, maybe with a team, like a manager and editor and maybe a couple other people, maybe that is a content creator because, technically all the traditional like TV stuff was still content, but it was made by like a studio of people getting some money from like ABC, NBC, whatever, Paramount, so on and so forth. So those were still content creation machines, but they weren't small. They were like pretty big. Um, but I mean, on the topic of like stupid people being more successful, um, I will say this: on the surface, it looks like all those people that he mentioned, like they cater towards a specific audience, and it usually tends to be younger. Um, and in the past, I would have thought, oh, that's that's stupid. That's just catering to the lowest common denominator. I mean, which they are. Like, there's no denying that. That's like it's a type of, it's just a type of entertainment. It's not like it's good or a bad. It's just a certain style. I mean, because, and if you think lesser of that type of entertainment, I think you're just wrong. Because look at the beginning ages of TV, like black and white TV, maybe that when they were transitioning into color. Look at all the types of entertainment that was available then. It was very physical comedy, very slapstick. Everything is overacted. The joke is like right in your face, appealing to the lowest common denominator. And you know, those shows probably had a target audience of everybody. Everybody can watch it. So whenever you slap on the target audience of everybody, you have to kind of appeal to the lowest common denominator. And that's just simply what those content creators are doing. Their content is for everybody. Um, Again, it's not like a good or a bad thing because I watch most of those people. They're funny.
Way more by 2030. And like many creators, I don't consider myself that bright. In fact, I think I'm a genuine dumbass that just happens to put in effort to create something valuable and put it out there into the world. But
Yeah,
here's the thing, most of you are probably way smarter than most creatives, but choose not to act on the greatest opportunity given to us yet, and that's to create content online. So with me
eh. I don't know about that. Most of you guys are like really smart. I mean, smart how? Smart with what? Like, if most people are smart and can figure out better content, like, you got to stop and think, what do you mean better content? I mean, if there was better content, somebody would have already been making it and somebody would have surpassed those people already. But there's not.
telling you this, I hope to give you clarity as to why stupid people are more successful than you. And the reason why dumb people tend to be more successful is because they just try and they're not stuck in analysis paralysis like a
Yeah.
smart person. Because here's the thing.
Yeah, that was what I did for a while, the analysis paralysis. Like, I wanted to be like, I think a lot of kids that grew up in the 90s and onward that grew up with the internet and saw the evolution of the internet, a lot of those kids probably wanted to be content creators, but they just never wanted to be the first one to do it. Some people have taken that path, like like the biggest one, like PewDiePie, and a bunch of other people. Like I was like one of the early adopters of YouTube. I was the early adopter of Twitch back when it was Justin TV. I was the early adopter of streaming before Justin TV. There's like other websites like what was it, like Owned or something. The early adopters are the people that maybe they could have been smart, but I don't think it was just a question of like smarts. It is a question of courage. You know, will you be able to just take the first step? And I think the first step is the hardest step of just starting. Much the same way it is for a lot of people in the gym. Like once you get people in the gym, I find it's like, uh, to me, it's like the first couple months are the hardest because you're like trying to gain some sort of like habit and whatnot. But once you form the habit, it's like very hard to stop going to the gym. I think much the same way as content creation. It's very hard to like figure out like, oh, should I start it or what do I do, and all that. But as long as you just start and just start talking to the camera or just start talking about something, you'll figure it out. Just keep doing it. And then also don't just keep doing it. Do it when you feel like you don't feel like doing it. That's a big thing. The same thing with the gym. Even when you don't feel like going to the gym, you should probably go to the gym. Even if you don't feel like making content, you should probably be doing something. That is, if you want to do it in the first place.
Smart people tend to overthink everything that they do. Examples being, what if my family and friends and people from school/work see my videos?
They will.
Nobody cares. But I don't have all the equipment I need. Which is another limiting belief. I assume if you're watching this, you have an iPhone, iPad, computer that has a built-in camera. Mic,
Yeah.
you need lighting, you choose room light. And that's the thing. All of these are excuses that let you procrastinate on a decision that could potentially change your life. And something that you could generally enjoy doing. But the problem is most intelligent people overanalyze too much. And dumb people, and you'll find out why I put dumb in quotations in a bit, just do it regardless of anything. And it's not to say that less intelligent people don't think at all, but it's more so the fact that they know that if they don't act now, the regret of never trying is gonna tear them apart. Like, bro, let me tell you a story. And this takes place way back when I was in 7th or 8th grade. And back then it was taboo to have a YouTube channel or tell people that you have a YouTube channel. Otherwise, if they found out that you did, then they'll...
You don't have to necessarily tell people if you're embarrassed about it. I mean, understandably, if you're just starting out and then you start telling everybody, I got a YouTube channel, I got a YouTube channel. I mean, I did that same thing whenever I made like a Twitch in the first place. And like for a couple streams, like it was just me and my buddies just bullshitting around on Dead by Daylight. And that was pretty fun. It was like a Clubhouse type of vibe that I got from it. It was pretty cool.
Ridicule you or make fun of you. And so there was this kid in my school who had a YouTube channel and his name was Lucas, and one day his video got noticed by this really big YouTuber named FaZe Adapt that has over like millions of followers, right? And Lucas was featured on his video because he used to troll the fuck out of FaZe Adapt and his crew, and naturally he responded to it and trolled back Lucas just like how he would any other kids that he was reacting to. Once that got noticed and it blew up, Lucas gained a lot of exposure and popularity at my school. Like for example, on one end you had kids making fun of him, and then on the other hand you had people treating him like he was royalty because a big YouTuber noticed him. But it discouraged him to the point to where he didn't want to.
I hope this generation and like so on and so forth, like I hope they don't treat content creators like celebrities, much the same way the older generations of people treat like movie celebrities. Like they, how they put them up on like a pedestal and like they get starstruck and, oh my God, it's my favorite actor or TV person or whatever. I'm just losing my shit. That would be my hope. Because why else would the saying exist? Never meet your heroes, because they will never live up to the standards that you have built up in your head of them. But honestly, I think that is what most people have like built. Like that, I think that's like what most people do. With YouTube content creators. they build up this image of them that they have in their head, and then if they ever meet them in real life physically, they just lose their shit. Like, oh my god! It's like, bro, it's not like you're looking at Tom Cruise or something. It's like, it's just some dude that makes videos. So what if he's got 1 million subscribers? At the end of the day, he's just some dude. Plays Call of Duty.
To upload any more YouTube videos. And in my opinion, had he not listened to all the naysayers, all the haters that were criticizing him for being on YouTube, I think he would have been farther ahead in his content creator journey right now, like with a loyal big following, because he generally has a personality and all that shit that encompasses being a YouTuber, which is just being you. And the thing is, places like social media and things like YouTube aren't just a place for you to watch funny videos. It's an accumulation of a lot of things. People come on platforms like YouTube to educate themselves, to be entertained, something that alters your state where they learn something or feel something, you know what I mean? And here's
for every cat video or funny video, like you laugh you lose thing, there's probably, well, to be honest, I think there's more like funny shit than like educational shit. There has to be a considerable amount of like educational shit, because I've used YouTube for like so much shit, to like try to figure out, oh, how do I change the wheel on a car or something? How do I change the oil? How do I cook this meal? How do I cook that meal? How do I fix this random ass thing in my house? Oh, there's some other person came in this contact with this issue and they made a video about it. Oh, okay, great.
Another thing that separates dumb people from the intelligent people, and that's the fact that dumb people have like this childlike ignorance to what they believe they can do and just act on it because that's just how much they believe in themselves. With the smart person, like how I mentioned before, they're always stuck in analysis paralysis, and in some cases they have a perfectionist take on things and think that they need to have X, Y, and Z in order to do something. That's straight up like dumb. It's stupid. That's like the equivalent of someone saying that they need to have all the information of like dieting and workout plans or whatever to start going to the gym, versus a person who doesn't have any information about the gym and just goes straight in the first day, regardless of having any information or not, and is willing to look stupid while doing so and learn along the way. That's a similar way you got to view content creation. You're not going to have everything. You don't need to know X, Y, and Z. You just need to upload the shit. And bro, guess what? The person who has less info is going to learn as he goes, or as she goes, versus the person who never goes at all and makes excuses and negotiations with themselves. They never succeed at all. It's that simple. And bro,
I think for me, one of the reasons why I started like making videos, let me see, was because I think I saw this picture one time, but I didn't know. I saw a character, and I saw a portrait of the character in a picture, but I didn't know what it meant. And I saw some post where it was like, it explained the meaning of it, and let me see if I can like draw it. Let me see, like, it was like this thing, and then this is like horrible, whatever. And this like an eyeball, another eyeball, and he's like going through like a back, what the fuck? He's like going through like a landscape. He's just walking around. I saw this character before, and I think it was like a dog or something. I don't know what it was. And I saw the character before. I didn't know what it meant, but somebody explained it, and the character symbolized he was a consumer, he was a tourist, and he went everywhere and saw everything, but he never interacted with anything. That's why he doesn't have any arms. He just like looks around at shit. He just simply consumes. And I was like, holy shit, that's me. I don't want to be that guy anymore. I just like, even if I'm gonna make shit content, I just need to start creating more than than I'm currently consuming, at least to some degree. And I was like, that was like an epiphany moment for me. I was like, God damn. And so, I don't know. It's like I've at least been able to accumulate some level of fulfillment, like doing these like little videos and whatnot. So, doing them every day. it kind of feels like hygiene, like the gym is like body hygiene. Like doing some sort of content creation can feel like fulfillment hygiene for like mental for you, at least for me.
The same logic applies to every other aspect of your life, especially if it's something new. And not to mention, you're gonna have to be willing to look stupid for a little bit until you become a master at said thing. Everybody starts off as a novice. Think about it when you
Yeah.
go to the gym. Everybody had a starting point where they didn't know anything about dieting, nutrition, training. They just kept going until they eventually absorbed a little bit more knowledge and practice over and over again with consistency. And bro, this is what you call having a student mentality, to keep on learning and doing things along the way as you go on your journey. Even excluding the potential amount of money aspect that can be made from doing content, the very fact is when you make content of your own, what happens is you tap into this innate human desire to create something and materialize it into the world where it didn't exist prior. And it's amazing
Yeah.
because bro, the entire world could potentially see the work that you created. You guys are watching what I'm creating right now.
It's kind of cool making something out of nothing. It's just cool to say that.
Which is valuable. Well, hopefully, if it is, hit the like button for me. But and this is why I think regular TV is dead and the internet is taking over and is worth much more. Now, you can't say it's not fair that people are making this much online on the financial side of things and they're making more than doctors in some.
Oh yeah, because the money aspect of it, YouTube and content creation is massive. And if you look at it from like a graphical point of view, this is the graph, and then let's see, let's not make this so obnoxious. If this is like 0, this is like, or let's see, what is this? What's this is like, money, and this is like amount of people doing it. So like, what's that symbol? It's like a hump and then a bunch of people. Actually, maybe not. That's not a good. Whatever. Okay, this is like a standard bell curve. All the money, it goes like this. Let me see. This is no money. This is all the money. Who's making all the money? And where is all the money? It's all the way over there. That's where all the money's at. You could see some money over here, but all the money is over here. That is the part that pisses everybody off. 100%. And like, maybe right here is like your normal average, what do you call it? Like 40 or 50K a year thing. Like if you're good at content creation, you could get lucky enough to make 40 or 50K a year, which is like kind of synonymous to like a regular job. But even making that, you are already in like the top 10th of a percent, which is crazy. So it's not like a linear jump like a lot of people would hope. It's more like exponential.
Some cases, some lawyers, but that's just what it is. The market dictates who gets more eyes and therefore gets more money. Even you watching this content,
Yeah.
That's the reason why content creators are getting paid more so than doctors. You heard what I said in the stat. The creator economy is worth billions of dollars. And bro, not just that, even some doctors are seeing how beneficial posting on social media is.
Yeah.
They're using this to their advantage, even whilst having a job. So you can still do both. Like bro, your fear of being seen is holding you back from tapping into your true potential and human desire to create. Any excuse that you have is irrelevant because one, you're not special. Everybody who hasn't started is likely thinking the same thing you are. I mean, shit, if you check the comments, you will actually see some limiting beliefs being made. And two, if you think you need some type of arbitrary prerequisite of having a personality and certain equipment, those things you don't need.
No.
And
I have seen every personality type become a content creator. There is an audience for seemingly every type of personality.
Have something to offer to the world. And if you think that you don't have something, you're lacking in some area of your personality.
And besides, if you think you don't like have like a personality trait, do what everybody else does and just fake it till you make it. That works 100% of the time.
or some department, then it could be developed online. Just keep posting, which is why you should also subscribe to this channel, because it's technically a self-improvement channel, and so it's a win-win. Literally just stop listening to naysayers and hop on this opportunity, because time's gonna go by anyway. So why not just use some of this valuable time to be like the idiots who create content for you to consume? And I'm not talking about like the Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat. I'm just giving examples, because they're like the faces of like the big name streamers. And when I say things like idiots, I don't mean it in like a derogatory term. I mean it more so like
just like everybody else that's already been doing it and got lucky, but they're kind of lucky, but they're kind of skillful at it at the same time, so they're not entirely stupid. Yeah,
like a metaphorical sense to describe someone who acts regardless of having all the answers, you know what I mean? But some of them are idiots though, don't get me wrong, like genuine dumbasses. But just create something, and future you will be glad that you did. And yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. If you guys found value from this, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I might start streaming on Twitch, so feel free to tap into that soon. Dream big and take action. I'm gonna see you guys. Peace.
Nice. Oh shit, that's pretty good.
And their mom.
I like it. Yeah, the moral of the story is, if you want to start content creation, just start. Don't wait for a specific thing to happen. Don't wait for a certain game to happen. If you don't have a niche, if you don't have a skill, if you don't have like a specific background of like a certain knowledge, who gives a fuck? Just start. Talk about something. Because, well, here's the thing. As far as like content creation goes, there's, let me see. There is content and there is not content. So if you are making things, that thing is at least brought into reality. That thing is there. You know, whether or not everybody has like an idea on whether or not is good or bad is here nor there. It's like, this is good content, this is bad content, whatever. But when you fail to do anything, there just doesn't exist anything. There's just nothing. So there will never be the perfect time for you to start content creation. You just need to start and figure it out as you go. I think that's literally how everybody in content creation has started. For sure. Like, you know, maybe in the beginning they thought it was going to be like this, but then, you know, a year or two goes by or whatever, and then it's like, oh, my content changed, whatever. Your audience will grow and change their thoughts and opinions likewise as well. So you would rather be making things, regardless of whether or not they're good or bad, than making nothing, if that's what you want. You know, not everybody needs to be a content creator. You know, being a content creator doesn't benefit like your health or mental in any way, shape, or form. So that's just my 2 cents. But other than that, good video. But I'm a fan. I want to see more. So, yep, that's pretty much it for me. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, later.